Scientific notation. What did one math book say to the other? Boy, do I have problems. The Indiana Academic Standard is 7.1.1. Read, write, compare, and solve problems using whole numbers and scientific notation. Today's vocab is scientific notation. A number in scientific notation is written as the product of two factors, one greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10, and the other a power of 10. We'll get into this a little bit more as we go, and I think it'll make more sense in just a few examples. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget to write your question so that you have one tomorrow in class. For this example, we have 7,500,000,000. To write that in scientific notation, we had to move the decimal point all the way to the left so that there was just one number in front of the decimal point. So it's 7.5. We moved it 12 places, so we have a power of 10 to the 12th. Now we're going to take a moment to write out the steps that I just mentioned. Steps to writing in scientific notation. Step 1. Move the decimal point to the left so there's only one number to the left of the decimal point. Step 2. Count how far you move the decimal point. In this example, we've moved it 8 places. Step 3. That number will be the exponent on the power of 10. Let's try this first example. The mean distance from Mars to the Sun is about 141,750,000 miles. We're going to write this in scientific notation. So step 1 says we need to move the decimal point to the left so that there's only one number to the left of the decimal point. In this example, we're moving it 8 places to the left. That's step 2. Count how far you move the decimal point. Since we moved it 8 places, that means the exponent on our power of 10, the number that we're multiplying by, is going to be an 8. We're not going to write this line, so just draw a simple line through it. Now we're looking at, remember we moved our decimal point so that it was between the 1 and the 4. So we have 1.475 times 10 to the 8th. It's to the 8th power because we moved it 8 places. The mean distance from Mars to the Sun is about 1.475 times 10 to the 8th miles. NASA's Hubble telescope took pictures of a supernova that is 169,000 light years away. We have to write this in scientific notation. Step 1 says we need to take the decimal point, which is at the end, and move it so that there's only one digit in front of the decimal point. So we end up with 1.69 times, count how far did we move it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So our exponent is going to be 10 to the 5th power. It's always a power of 10 we're multiplying by, and it's to the 5th power because we moved our decimal point 5 places to the left. Let's try another example. In this one, we have 6,250,000. Again, we're going to move that decimal point from where it begins, which is all the way to the right. We're going to move it so that there's one digit in front of the decimal point. So we have 6.25 times 10. So it's in that format. How far did we move the decimal point? We moved it 6 places to the left. So our exponent on our 10 is going to be a 6. So this number in scientific notation is 6.25 times 10 to the 6th. The steps to writing in standard form are: step 1, locate the exponent on the power of 10. Step 2, move the decimal point on the first factor the same number of places as the exponent. If your exponent on the power of 10 is 4, you're going to move your decimal point 4. And step 3, drop the power of 10 from the problem. I think it'll make a whole lot more sense when we try some problems together. We are going to not do method 1 that's listed here. We're going to start right with method 2. So looking at this example, we have an exponent of 2 on our power of 10. So that means we're going to be moving our decimal point 2 places to the right. So we end up with 499.012. We drop off the times 10 to the second power. So that's our answer. So our final answer is 499.012. Light from the sun reaches Earth in about 499.12 thousandths seconds. For the quick check, a large telescope gathers 6.4 times 10 to the 5th times the amount of light your eye receives. Write the number in standard form. Well, our exponent on our power of 10 is 5. That means we're going to be moving our decimal point 5 places to the right. When we move it 5 places to the right, we have 6, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0. This would be 640,000. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget to write your question so that you have one tomorrow in class. Boy, do I have problems.